A very good morning to you all. How are we all? Happy Monday to you all. And welcome to a new video. Welcome to the channel. If this is the first time you've been to the channel, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified when videos go live. We're just leaving Reading services. Before we go any further, a massive thank you to you all for the comments and the likes on the last video, which was Friday. We managed to get home on Friday, which was nice. Yeah, so we had a good run on Friday. We got home, had a fantastic weekend, lovely weekend with my family, and it's good to be back. So, yeah, we're just leaving Reading services. We've got an interesting week ahead of us. Another week, back to the grind, as they say. So I thought I'd switch the cameras on whilst I've just finished my 20-minute break on our way to Wales. So we've got a good 4.5 hour plus drive from the yard to 4.5 hour drive, let the driver go, to where we're going to for our delivery today. I'm not sure if I mentioned on Friday, but we was already loaded, preloaded. Our trailer was preloaded, should I say, for this morning's job, or today's first delivery in Wales, of course. We're going slightly north of Tydfil, a place called Tydfil, if I pronounced that right, in Wales, which is pretty much, I think, heading towards the valleys again. Pretty much the same as what I had last week. Not the same job, but same sort of area, if you like. We are loaded with 17 paper reels. Paper reels tends to be a regular job that we have, or that I tend to get. Wales is certainly a familiar place for me these days as well. I do need to take a 45-minute break on the way there, so I've just taken just over a 20-minute break, 25-minute break at Reading services on the M4, and we're now just making some ground to our destination. We're still 126 miles away, so an hour and 35 minutes, hour and 30, 2.5 hours, 2 hours 35 from our first job for a Monday to get us going for the week. But yeah, here you are, you join me. So I thought today's get a good start going for the week for you guys, to get a video going. Good start to the week, and I'll try and get this posted sort of tomorrow, Tuesday, or possibly Wednesday at the latest. But I've decided I'm going to try and be a bit consistent with my videos now. Try and get 2 videos out a week if I can. The only way I won't do that is if I've got problems with editing the videos. But I had some really nice feedback on the last one. I was showing you me coupling and uncoupling to my trailer on Friday, which some people really enjoyed actually. I had some really nice comments on that, so thank you for your comments. But I just want to make something clear. Some people were saying I look quite rough and quite tired once again on my videos. Bearing in mind it was Friday, end of the week. So we all look tired on a Friday, most of us drivers on the road. It is long hours, it is a long week, so feeling tired, especially when you take a 9 off on a Thursday night because you want to get going for Friday and get home, if you like. But I certainly feel a lot fresher today, and that may be because I've got a beard, I've got a bit of stubble going these days. Maybe it makes me look a little bit older and rough along the edges than normal when I have a clean shave and I look a lot fresher. I don't know. But yeah, but thanks for your comments. I really do appreciate it. And once again, I do read the nice comments, so thank you. So yeah, we're off to Wales today for the third time I've told you that. Sorry about repeating myself. So yeah, just grabbed myself a cup of coffee, basically my second coffee this morning, and we are on the M4. So hopefully we get a good clear run on the M4. I hope you all had a great weekend, by the way, with your friends, your family, whatever you was doing, of course. I hope you enjoyed the weather. Saturday, what did I do the weekend? So Saturday I just had a nice relaxing day. Didn't do a great deal, but just stayed at home in the garden doing some bits and bobs. And then Sunday we saw some friends we haven't seen for a while, took the kids out. They've all got children, of course, as well, at least 2 kids each. I think we're the only ones with 1 child. But it was nice to catch up with friends, really. We haven't seen them for a while. It's good to see the kids play. Kids playing really nicely. You know, everyone's just growing up so fast. It just shows you how quick children grow up, I guess. But I'm sure you can relate to it if you've got children yourself, whether they're young or they're grown up. I'm sure you can relate to what I mean. So they do grow up very fast. But yeah, had a nice weekend. And obviously I was in this morning at... Well, in fact, sorry, just rewind that. I came in last night because I was getting away early this morning. Came in last night about between, well, I think it was 7:30, 8 p.m. last night I came in. And yeah, just sorted myself out. Didn't take long to sort myself out. Clean washing, sort my fridge out, clean my fridge, which I should have done on Friday, but I didn't. But it didn't need much cleaning really anyway. Just had to get rid of some old milk in the fridge that I didn't need. And yeah, got to bed last night, got about 6 hours sleep, 6.5 hours sleep. I was in bed quite early. And I was up at 3 a.m. this morning. Was it 3 a.m? No, 3:30 I think it was. Yeah, 3:30 a.m. And we left the yard about 4 o'clock this morning to head to Wales. And here we are now on the M4. So already over 2 hours into our drive today. My card was in, I think it was 25 to 4 this morning. So I had to do my vehicle checks, paperwork. By the time I done all that, you know, it took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get everything done, double check the load. I had to stop at Clackett Lane on the M25, grab myself some diesel, get myself some AdBlue. I didn't need much AdBlue, but I just topped up to make sure I got 100% for the week. Got plenty of diesel now. That should last me hopefully until tomorrow or Wednesday. Once again, I've got a phone call whilst I'm recording. Happens all the time. I get caught out with it all the time. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. I don't know what I'm doing next after this one in Wales. I'll have a reload probably, a backload out of Wales probably anyway. So we'll see what we've got. I'll let you know. We're going to a new address that I've not been to before, so it's a new one, but I'll double check the address when we get to... I'm planning to take my next 30-minute break at Merthyr. I think that's just the other side of the Prince of Wales Bridge that we'll be going to. Just in the other side. And then, yeah, that's the plan of action for that. And take my break and then head straight to our delivery point. ETA should be approximately 10 a.m. So we do have a good old drive down here. That's why I wanted to leave a bit earlier this morning. Make some decent ground and then get going for a Monday, really. So I'll let you know when our next reload is later on today as we sort of record. But apart from that, I'm doing well. Like I said, I hope you're all doing great. I'll come back to you next as we probably get to our services for our next break to clear our card. Then we can clear our card and we've got a fresh 4.5 hour drive for the rest of the day to focus on, which should hopefully cover the rest of our journey here today, this morning, and into our backload. So I'll be in touch shortly. Apart from that, we're going to make some ground. I'll speak to you probably in a couple of hours' time. I'll speak to you soon, guys. Welcome back, guys. Let's make sure my mic's on. Turn the volume down on the radio. Right, so let's get to the real reason why I'm doing this video today. Now, obviously, we've had a bit of an intro. You're leaving Reading services this morning. We're still on the M4, by the way, still making some good progress, and we are over 3 hours into our drive. Excuse me. What time is it? Yeah, we're still 75 miles away, hour and 30 plus away from our job destination. But we still need a 30-minute break on the way down, which we'll do as we enter Wales. Right, let's really sort of touch on the topic of the video, and that was the whole idea of me recording the video. But, you know, I like to get a little bit of driving involved on the videos anyway, because that's the whole point of the majority of my videos. But let's talk about the real reason why I've recorded this video today. And it is, let's talk about how I handle stress on the road as a trucker. Lacey said thank you in front. Now, I want to touch on this because I think maybe giving you guys a few tips. I know there's a lot of drivers out there, a lot of truckers out there who've been driving for a lot longer than myself. Don't get me wrong, you know, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, however long it's been. And I know you guys and girls watch my videos and you've been driving a lot longer than me, and total respect to all those drivers who've been driving a long time. It takes a real strong person, I find, to keep doing this line of work. It does. You've got to be resilient. You've got to be humble at times. You've got to be self-disciplined. You've got to be, you know, your time management has to be good. You've got to be self-disciplined. You know, so it's not easy to be, I find it's not easy to do this job. It's not anyone can do. You can't just pick someone off the street and they'll get qualified as a HGV driver, if you like, or trucker, or even your class 1, class 2, whatever it is you do. It's not easy. It's a demanding job. It's a demanding line of work. The industry is very demanding. It's challenging. It's competitive. And it can get stressful at times. It does get stressful at times. Even when you think you're not stressed, you actually are stressed subconsciously without even realising it. So, what do I do? Personally, when I get stressed, what do I do to calm myself? What do I do to relax in the evenings as a tramper? What do I do to take my mind away from negativity, if you like, on the road? When you go to RDCs, when you go to delivery points, collection points, and you get really miserable people there who are not very nice to you as a driver. You speak to other drivers who are just really down, depressed, stressed out, got nothing good to say about the industry, about the job, about the company they work for. You might have some personal problems at home with your loved ones. What can you do to counteract that, to make yourself feel better? Now, a lot of people, when they're stressed, will turn to prescriptions, such as tablets, antidepressants. I'm not saying this is right or wrong. What I'm saying is giving examples of what people turn to as a trucker, maybe, to relieve that pain or that stress, them stress levels. But I mean, when I'm stressed out, I don't take any antidepressants. I don't take any sort of form of prescriptions or anything like that at all. Now, what do I do personally? And maybe I'll give you a few examples as the video goes on today. When I stop for a break, I might show you a few things that I do. But I will, firstly, I'll make sure my diet is as best as it can be whilst I'm on the road. So you are what you eat as a driver, as a human being. You put poor food into your body, it gives you a poor mindset, a poor attitude. gives you poor energy levels. Your brain doesn't function properly. If you put good food into your body, you're full of energy. If you stay hydrated and drink water, you're hydrated, your brain's hydrated, your body's hydrated. You feel better about yourself. You're not coughing all the time like me. Because I've got the aircon on, now you turn it off. It's making me cough. There we go. I forgot I had it on. No wonder the cab's so cold. And it's raining. But yeah, good nutrition, good hydration is really important for anyone, especially if you're a driver in heat. Yeah? That's just the basics, I would say. But what do I do during the day when I'm driving on the road? What I do personally is I put a podcast on. I'll put a podcast on whilst I'm driving the truck about something I've got an interest in. So I have a great deal of interest in trucks. I have an interest in self-development. I have an interest in affirmations. I have an interest in self-help. I have an interest in sports. I have an interest in parenting to a degree, because I'm trying to learn more and become a better father, if you like. I'll listen to podcasts with things that have something to do with my own personal interests. I have an interest in YouTube. How can I improve my videos? How can I improve my YouTube channel? Is an example that I'll listen to things about. A lot of this is free on podcasts. Some of it does charge, but it depends on how far you want to go into it. So listen to podcasts whilst you're driving is a really good way to keep your mind in a good place. If you're on the radio a lot and you're listening to negative news on news channels such as your BBCs, Radio BBC, Radio 5, I don't know what. Well, there's so many radio stations out there, I don't know, you take your pick. But a lot of it is full of negativity, which isn't good for your mindset. And you may say, oh, well, I listen to the news or I read the newspaper. None of it affects my mind. It does affect your mind. It affects you, subconsciously, it affects you. You think you don't think it doesn't. You think it doesn't affect you. It does affect you. It affects your mindset without even realising it. So you listen to too much news, eventually you become very negative and start believing things that the media tell you. And half the stuff the media tell you on their platforms is incorrect anyway, to be honest with you. So bring yourself away from that environment whilst you're driving the lorry, because it's very easy to put the radio on and listen to really naughty stuff, poor, negative things that are happening in the world right now. Turn it off. Listen to a podcast that's going to benefit you as an individual, make you feel good about yourself in your heart, in your mind. And believe me, I'll give you an example. Before I was a lorry driver, I was a sales professional. I was into a lot of self-help, a lot of self-development. I'd listen to Earl Nightingale, as an example. Brian Tracy, one of the top sales professional trainers globally, American, very good sales professional. I listened to it to become better at my field. It always made me feel good about myself and listen to these real positive public speakers in the world. That's an example, just a couple. I've started recently listening to a couple of trucking podcasts. I'm a lorry driver, I'm a trucker, I listen to podcasts. Makes me feel good about the industry I work in. Makes me feel like I've got a connection with someone. I'm not on my own all day, in my own little world, with negative thoughts all the time. Just giving you examples there. You can maybe relate to it, you maybe don't, I don't know. So that's another thing. Listen to podcasts as well, guys. It's really important for your mindset on the road, because you're on the road, especially as a tramper, you're on the road a lot, on your own. You have too much time to think. Like I'm on the motorway, the M4 now, I've got too much time to think. And sometimes your thinking isn't always good. You thinking all the time isn't always good. Sometimes you've got to keep your mind busy to keep your thoughts away from negativity. Your brain can easily think, you go through about 20 million thoughts a day. On average, our brains go through. It's very easy to fall into the trap of thinking about how tough life is, how shit, pardon the French, life is, how bad my life is, why things not working out for me. It's easy to fall into that trap and start thinking the worst of things. It really is, without even realising you're doing it. So podcasts really help. Listen to nice, calming music on the radio. I listen to Smooth Chill radio, Smooth Capital. It relaxes me when I'm driving, not to a level of me falling asleep, of course, but it chills me out. I sit back behind the wheel, I check my mirrors, I'm chilled out, I'm relaxed, happy days. So good, relaxing, calm music really helps. It helps in the evening as well when you go to bed. You'll have a great sleep. Lights off, curtains shut, turn your relaxing music on, you'll have the best sleep of your life. I can assure you that if you listen to it in the evenings. So we talk about nutrition, we talk about water, we talk about podcasts, we talk about good calming music, relaxing music for your mind. Self-development, it goes a long way. Speaking to positive people on the phone, having a connection with other drivers who are quite positive. Yes, there are a lot of negative drivers out there really is, and it's hard to stay away from it, unfortunately, in this industry. But you've got to try and counteract that and overcome that, because you've still got having that contact of people in the outside world, outside of your truck, whether it's other lorry drivers or not, is really important to keep your mind going as well, keep your mind focused. So that's a really important thing to have. So have someone to turn to for a chat, another driver when you need it. I'm always open to a chat with any driver I'll talk to. It helps me personally to have that communication. It'll help you. I'm up for it all day long with any driver to have a chat. So it's really important. And a lot of us truckers tend to stick together as well. We help each other out. Yes, you've got a few that are in their own little world and never help you at all, but 90% of truckers, 95% of lorry drivers on the road will always give you a hand and some advice if you need it, I think. Reading a book is another example I'll give you. Try and read a book. Try and read a book in the evening. Now, it's not easy when you've done maybe a 13-hour day or a 15-hour day. They're long days, they're long hours. But get yourself into reading a book that is going to help your mindset. Once again, read something you have an interest in. Read something you want to learn about. Learn a new skill, maybe. An example, I've just done my ADR course. Before I did my ADR course, I did quite a little bit of watching videos and doing a bit of research on ADR. It pumped me up for the course, it got me excited. I felt good about myself. I felt really good about myself on the course. Then you pass the course and you feel even better about yourself. It's an achievement in your life. It makes you feel 10 times better than you probably do feel now on an average working day as a tramper, as a lorry driver. So read a book in a topic that you have an interest in. That will, I promise you now, you get your head into a good book and get into that book, you will feel fantastic every day. You'll get excited. You'll be on the road and you'll be like, I can't wait to have a break and read my book for half an hour. I can't wait to park up this evening and read my book. It really will make you feel good. Now, you might not be a reader. I never used to be a reader. I'll be honest with you. I never used to be a reader at all. Never used to grab a book and read a book. Oh, I love reading books now. Love it. And there's no better time for me to read a book than on the road. I get days where my brain is tired. I don't want to read a book tonight. But half an hour a day reading a book will keep your mind strong, healthy, and it'll keep you in a good place. Self-help, we call it. It helps massively. Get yourself into a book. If you're not a reader and you can't read, well, learn to read, learn to write. Do you know what? I'll give you a real inspirational example on my course, my ADR course last week, or week before, should I say. We had a guy who did 17 years in prison. Really, really nice chap. And I was a little bit blunt with my questions. What did you do wrong? Some people, I shouldn't have asked that question. Some people think, nosy sod. But I just was interested. He told me, which I won't go into, but he did 17 years in prison. That's a big chunk of his life he spent behind bars. He couldn't read, he couldn't write. He was a fantastic drawer, though. He could draw for Britain. His drawings were fantastic. He learned how to draw. He was like an artist. His paintings, oh, he was showing me the work. I couldn't believe it. How inspirational was that? So he couldn't read, he couldn't write, but he could draw and paint like a professional. And he said he makes money by doing paintings, by doing drawings, and he sells them on eBay, sells them on, not Amazon yet, but eBay. He sells them, he earns an extra income through it. He learned how to do it in prison, which I find quite, you know, you do something wrong, you get put behind bars, but you learn to be a better person when you come out. You learn new skills in prison, which I think is a good thing. And he's earning not a living out of it, but he's making extra money out of it, an extra source of income, if you like, a royalty, if you like, for his services, his skill that he has, he makes money from. So the point I'm trying to make here, he couldn't read or write on the course, but guess what? He passed his ADR course. Unbelievable. He passed. Straight away, first time, no fails. He passed his test, his exams. Now, he wasn't doing 6 or 7 exams like me. He wasn't doing tanks or nothing like that. But he passed, I think he had 3 exams. He passed 2 or 3. He passed both or all 3 of them. He was doing individual classes, packages, and core packages, I think he was doing anyway. The point I'm trying to make is he couldn't read or write, and he learned how to read or write. He was currently going through the process to learn, but he still passed. I've never seen a guy so excited in my life. He was so over the moon. He was such a lovely bloke. It's like prison turned him into a better man. He is grateful. He appreciates life a lot more since he's left. I find it quite an inspirational story. But I'm just giving you an example. If you think you can't, there's no such thing as I can't. Take the T out of can't and you get you can. I can do anything I want. I can learn a new skill. I can be a better person. Now I'm going off track here and trying to be Mr. Inspirational myself and give you a pep talk here, but I'm just giving you examples here of things you can do to relieve the stress and take you away from being stressed on the road as a trucker. These are things I do. Apart from the drawing, of course, or I'm a terrible drawer, but I read a book is what I'm trying to say. I can read and write. If you read more, you become a better speller, naturally, subconsciously, without even realising it. They're just a few examples of what I do as a trucker on the road to keep my mind in a good place away from being stressed and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd switch the cameras on now. We've been talking nearly 20 minutes, but I wanted to give you a few examples of what I do, and I hope it can help you, because I know I've had, and I'll be completely honest on this video with this, what I'm about to say, I've had some direct messages through Facebook and Instagram, my social media platforms, of concerned individuals who are concerned about themselves. There's been comments on my videos in the past about what can I do to get myself in a better place as a lorry driver, as a trucker, on my own all day. I'm struggling with a mindset. What can I do? I'm trying to think what things I can put in place to feel better about myself. And I'm just giving you a few examples here, guys. I'm not saying it's going to help you, but it may help you. And if I can help one person by giving you these examples to maybe shake up your mind a little bit, then I hope it does help you. I really hope it helps. And that's an achievement on its own. For me, personally. And that would make me feel really good about myself, knowing that I can help someone, at least one person out there, by recording this video, or this part of the video. So I hope you take it on board. I hope it helps somebody, one of you, lovely people out there. I really hope it helps you. And if it does help you, giving you these tips, if it does help you, and maybe I'll give you a few examples of myself inside the lorry later, or in another video. But if it does help you, please comment below and let me know if it has helped you. If anything on my videos, not this video, but any video, if there's anything out there that I've done in the past that's really contributed to helping you and your mindset whilst being on the road and de-stressing, let me know if it has helped you. And if it has, please let me know. I would love to know your feedback. Anyway, apart from that, we are on our way. We've only got an hour and 10 minutes left until we need a 30-minute break, so we're going to have to take our break soon. But we're not a million miles away from Newport. We're 3.5 miles away from Newport turnoff, the junction for Newport. We're not far from the Prince of Wales Bridge. And then we're going to be heading on to the M48 towards Tydfil, and in a bit further into the valleys, I think, by the looks of it. So I'll get back to you. I'll take my break and I'll get back to you just before we get to our job. Just before we get to our job in Wales. I may switch the cameras on as we go over the bridge. I mean, how far are we from the bridge now? Let's have a quick little look whilst I'm just cruising here. But yeah, we've still got a bit of a way till we get to the bridge. We're not a million miles away, but we're not far. So I'll switch the cameras on once I've had our break. In fact, I'll switch the cameras on just before we get to Magor. Yeah, why not? Before we get to the services, I'll switch them back on and yeah, take you into the services, and then we'll put the cameras back on after that as we leave and get to our job. So apart from that, I'll speak to you very, very shortly after this Corsa decides to pull out in front of me. I saw him, he wasn't going to slow down, he was waiting for his window of opportunity, as you can see, which he did pretty well. Yeah, so we're covering some roadworks now. So I'll get back to you soon, guys. I hope that helps, that part of the video, gives you some tips. I'll catch up with you very shortly. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So we are in Wales. We are in Merthyr, Tydfil. 5 minutes away from our destination. I've not been up this part of Wales. Quite a few tight little roundabouts here, I must say, for an Arctic. So you just got to take your time going around the roundabouts and try and stay in lane. We've got a bit of an incline coming here by the looks of it. We're going to a road called Goat Mill Road. So we're literally 2.4 miles away from our destination. I've had a look at the delivery point. Oh, sorry, apologies, I didn't turn the cameras on at the services and that. I just thought I'd wait until I get nearer to the job. There wasn't much to see. So yeah, I've had a look on Google Earth at the address itself, and it looks like a back door delivery. So it looks like there's like 4 or 5 bays around the back of the building. It looks like it's that address. That's what I'm aiming for. So it looks like they're going to be coming off the back, which is actually quite nice. I can open the doors, reverse into the bay. Jobs are good, and hopefully. But you never know with reels that you've got on. Normally they come off the side and the forklift takes them off the side. But this specific one looks like it's back door delivery. So that may be changed when I get there, I don't know, but I'm assuming that is the case. So yeah, we've had a bit of rain as we come into Wales. It's quite cloudy. But the run has been okay, no major delays on the roads so far. It's been a nice little drive into Wales, and I enjoy driving into Wales. I quite like it, apart from when it goes wrong, really. So I don't know how long it's going to take to get this off when we get there, get booked in. No idea how long it's going to take, no idea how busy it's going to be there. We'll find out when we get there, I guess, and work it out. We're coming off in 0.7 miles, and then we're pretty much at our address. So, yeah, so I thought I'd bring you in with me. We have our backload. We've got our backload sent to us. I haven't looked at the address just yet, so I guess once we're on the bay and we're being tipped, and I guess, I'm not sure if you've got to hand your keys in or what, no idea yet, but if I get 5 minutes, I'll switch the cameras on. We'll go through what we got for a backload, where we're going, and how long it's going to take us to get there. No idea if I've got another delivery in Wales to do today, or I'm heading back towards London or the north. No idea. So who knows? We could be going back further into Wales. I don't know. But I'll have a look at it once we're static, when I get a chance, 5 minutes, and I'll switch the cameras on and we can have a look. I'll show you with me. You can plan the route. We'll plan the route together. Right, we're going left here. This is our road. Goat Mill Road. Left at this roundabout.
On the roundabout and take the first exit, A4102, Goat Mill Road.
Right, there's no restrictions there that I can see. Here we go. Follow it round. Looks of it. We've got a Royal Mail Arctic behind us as well. So he's probably going where I'm going. Goats Mill Industrial Park. So I'm assuming this is where we're going, to the actual industrial area. Millinggarth.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, Goat Mill Road.
Yeah, so you can tell it's been raining down here. Well, it's not the greatest weather here today. I've just spoken to my wife and she said it's really nice in the south of England. The sun's shining, 27 degrees is meant to be there today. Here at the moment it's 18. So they've got better weather that way, that's for sure. Just going to take my time going in here because I've not been here to this one before, so it's a new paper place I'm going to. I have switched on Google Maps to direct me into the address because I don't know the area. Now, my sat-nav wants to take me straight over here. Right, okay. Right, okie dokes. That wants to take me that way. Right, do I go right here or do I go straight on?
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Well, it's co-packaging there. That's not it. It's not down there. And that's where it wants to take me, so I'm going to keep going forward. Why the Google Map wants to take me that way? Ah, the Royal Mail's gone that way, so maybe that is where my address was. It's telling me it's further down here. Johnson Flooring, car place there. Okay, that may have been my turning, but there's no signs to say it was in there. So I'll keep going down here until I find where I'm meant to be. Goods Inwards, I don't recognise that one. That's not the company address I want. Georgian Mitre.
200 yards, you have reached your destination.
That don't look like it. Right, it's telling me it's down here, but I don't know. It may be back on my national grid. So we may have gone past our destination. I don't know. Right, if there's a roundabout up here, which there is, I may have to turn around and go back on myself. So, no, that's not it. That's not it. Right, so I'm going to go back on myself because I think we may have gone past that junction. That may have been our junction there. That may have been us. So I'll turn around at this roundabout and go back. I don't, because there's no signposts to say it's down there. I haven't. So I'll take the advice off Google Maps. I think we'll take the advice off Google Maps and go back on ourselves. It looks like it could be down that road, so we'll go back. Roads are quite slippery, so we'll take our time. We're going to trust Google Maps, and we're going to take that roundabout that Google Maps was trying to ask us to go down. It just didn't look. If it's not signposted, I don't tend to go down there because. But looking at this, it looks like it is down there around the back of the building. The Royal Mail Arctic went down there, so I'm going to assume that if he can go down there, so can I. I think it is that round. Yeah, it looks like it is around the back. It's on its own, the building, so we'll go down there. Yeah. So the TomTom sat-nav pretty much brings me on this road here, and that's it. Doesn't take me into where I need to be. That's where, little tip, that's where Google Maps is really, really helpful. Last few miles of your journey, put it on, and it will direct you and pinpoint the business address you need. A little tip for you guys, I know I've probably said that before, but it is very handy to have. TomTom doesn't always bring you into the places you need to be. Right, let's try this one then. It's a red and grey building from what I've seen on Google, so let's give this a go. The Royal Mail truck went down here. I don't see any signs there to say it's down here. There's no signage to say our address is down here, so it just looks like it's a closed off area, doesn't it? I don't know. I think it is up here. Now I recognise the road on Google Earth, so I think it is up here at the end. I think we're right down the end. This should bring us straight into the bays, if I remember rightly. When I planned my route. Goods in. All right, here we go. Goods inwards for Stephen and George Print Group. Goods inwards. There we go. That's what we want. Goods in, Stephen and George. That's what we want. Goods in. All right, that's what we want then. That's what I looked at. Back doors there. It's Royal Mail who are doing that. That looks like it's round the back here then. Here we go. Stevens and George Print Group. Reception, that's what we want then. That is where we should be, it's around the back. So it may not be a back door tip, it may be a side curtain tip. So when I looked at it, it looked like back doors around there, but that's not our building, we're down here somewhere, so it's telling me it's down the end. Oh, little branch there. Little branch. JD Express. Right, we're down here, but I don't know where we're tipping, so goods inwards. Right, okay. That looks like it's there by the looks of it. Right. No reverse. Go straight in. No reverse out. Looks like it's here, so I'm going to assume this is where we're meant to be, and that's that. Right, looks like a blind side reverse out when we leave, but that's okay, it is what it is. Right, let's get this paperwork, get a high vis on, engine off, and 10:30, not bad. Get the straps off, get the ratchets off, and get this job complete. Cool. Long drive, long drive. Right, I'll catch up with you guys very, very shortly. Okay, so we are currently waiting to be tipped. I've taken the straps off, everything's put away. So we're just waiting for the forklift guy to take the reels off. I won't show you what I've got on because you have seen reels before, so it's, you know. But we've got to get our next job. So, I'm not sure if you can see this. Actually, I'll show you on my phone where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere. Well, we say middle of nowhere, but we're in, like, it's very rural. So this is where we are here. You You see on there how we're literally like, yeah, Merthyr, Tydfil. That's where we are. Not sure if you can see that quite well, but that's where we are. So, I've got my next job that's come through, my phone. We are going to, let's have a look. Where are we? Where's my, oh, there it is. Right. Let's have a look. Right, ooh. So, we are collecting from a place called Cynwf. This is insulation, so we're collecting insulation. Obviously in Wales. Swimbran. Is that pronounced right? Swimbran. I can't pronounce a lot of the addresses in Wales, unfortunately. Tydfil works. I think I've been here before. I think I have. So we're collecting 492 packages. Really? That's a lot. Right. Must be bulk. And we're going to a company called A&M Energy in Maidstone. Ooh, Maidstone. Not far from where I'm from. So that's where we're going. So it's ME15. So we've got a long drive back towards the south. So my plan would be to get this loaded sort of early afternoon. Time is 11:15. He's just started taking them off now. If we put the postcode in, show you me put on it. So the postcode NP44N P44 space 2 Yankee Tango 2 Yankee, no, Quebec, not Tango. A French postcode. So we're literally, oh, look at that, 16 miles away. Yeah, perfect. 16 miles away drive. You can see here I've got my weight restrictions in, my width, my height, 4.68 meters high. Yep, and it will plan my route. We're 29, well, in fact, further than I thought. 29 miles away, 47 minutes. So we can choose either one of these routes. Now, oh, what happened there? What makes you think I want to go that way? So let's have a look. Let's just have a look on the map if we can scroll out. Straight up the A46. Oh, the A465 pretty much takes us then up to Pontypool.
Destination at 11:31.
A4042, which looks like it's dual carriageway all the way up to Ponty. Oh, right, okay. So, and it's, yeah. I think I've actually been to this one before. Looks like, yeah, because you come off the, I think I've come from that side before. I think. Yeah. Okay, so cool. So that's where we're going. So we'll take that. I'm happy with that. It's dual carriageway pretty much all the way up. A4042. We could go back down and up. No, we're not doing that. I'll stay away. We'll stick to the sort of main roads, if you like. Philly. We could go back down to the M4 actually and go round. It might be quicker. I want to try and avoid all the lanes, if you know what I mean. The A roads. Is it going to be better to go? No. Down past Caerphilly, back up the 48. Not sure, you know. I'm thinking it might be easier to go back down, back across the A48M, M4 and straight up. That probably might be a bit better. No, we'll stick to that. I'm going to stick with that. I think that route looks alright to me. I'm not phased too much by that. We've got a few. I'm just always worried in case there's restrictions or closures, but it looks okay. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. It is the quickest route. We've got 26 miles there, 47 minutes, but it looks like there's a bit of traffic there. That's cutting straight across. What road is it? A4049. Got traffic there. There's obviously an issue on the road there. We could cut across. No, we won't do that. We'll stick with that. 47 minutes. let's stick with that. So yeah, so no idea how long this will take, but he's got 2 off already, which is cool. And then yeah, then we'll get to our reload. ETA currently is 11:33, so once he's tipped me, let's say we'll get there just after midday. How long it takes to get loaded out of Knuth, no idea. But we'll play it by ear, and then we'll see what happens from there. So I'll get back to you guys shortly when I'm on the road. I won't put the cameras on as we're leaving. I'll put them on as we get further up the road. There's a van in my way. He's going to have to move that because I need to blindside out of here. He can't stay there. And yeah, I'll get back to you as we're on the road heading to our backload for the day to head to Maidstone tomorrow. So I'll speak to you soon. Hello, welcome back everybody. Welcome back. So, where are we? I have no idea. No, I'm joking. Just kidding. Right, where are we? So, we got tipped from when I left you last. We've obviously got tipped in Tydfil, whatever I can't pronounce it. Anyway, you know what I mean. We've basically we had 3. I've showed you we have 3 ways to get to this backload. Go down, around, and up. Go directly across, or go up, across, and down. So I've gone up the valleys, across, and down into the valleys, the lower end, if you like. And that's where we are now, basically. And so far, had no issues with the roads. In fact, as we was going up and across, I recognised where I was, because we have a customer on that stretch at the top of the valleys. So yeah, it's a regular route for me. In fact, funny enough, I think I may probably have another delivery at that one this week, probably. It's a regular one we do. So yeah. Anyway, we are literally less than 10 minutes away from our backload. We're on a 50 mile per hour single A road at the moment. I'm currently doing 44, 45. We are empty, of course. And everything's going nice and smoothly at the moment. No issues so far. The roads have been really good today. No issues with the roads at all. So yeah, really, really happy with that. So we're just obviously heading to our job now. We're literally 6 miles away, less than 10 minutes away. So I thought now's a good time to switch the cameras back on and you can come in with me. Some of the roads are quite bendy down here. So it's a nice place. Quite bendy, so you just got to take it easy and be careful. You've got a lot of farmers around here by the looks of it. I've seen quite a few farms. Haven't seen any tractors or anything just yet. Seems like the farmers are not out today at the moment, from what I've seen. But I've seen plenty of farmland. So yeah, all good. This route into where we're going to, I haven't been this way before. However, I have seen at Eddie Stobart's or a Kalina curtain sider come towards me. So he's obviously come from this way. So, and he's at the same trailer height as me and stuff. So I'm assuming it's probably all right. So we're doing good. So anyway, so the whole idea of me having a chat with you earlier on about what can you do to sort of relieve stress from your life, if you like, as a trucker on the road. I've just been sort of contemplating and thinking of a few other sort of tips, if you like, a few other ways to release stress and to relax. And I was just thinking, another one that I didn't mention earlier, and I think is quite important, is sleep. Is to ensure you get a good night's sleep. Now, a lot of this is common sense, and you're probably thinking, Billy, shut up. I know that. But a lot of us can easily get, sort of we finish, like, you might finish at 7, 8 o'clock at night, and you want a bit of downtime. And I don't like, me personally, I do not like finishing at 8 o'clock at night. Do not like it. 7 o'clock, no. 6 o'clock, I don't mind it. That's a push. I like to finish at 6 o'clock most evenings. But sometimes it's out of your hands and you've got to finish a bit later due to issues on the roads, or you're held up at a job, or whatever it may be. And then you want a bit of downtime in the evening, so you end up staying up till like 11 o'clock at night because you want to watch a film, you want to relax. Next thing you know, you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you've had 5 hours sleep, 4.5, 5 hours sleep, I don't know. That's just an example. It's happened to me on a few occasions, and I feel absolutely worn out the following day. I've not had enough sleep, and that could lead to a lot of stress, anxiety for us drivers on the roads as well. So what the point I'm trying to make is ensuring you get enough sleep is so important. Trying to get, you know, I would say at least 6.5, 7 hours in rest, a good rest, is so important. It really is so important for your mental health and your stress levels as well. So I don't know how I missed that out earlier, but rest and recovery is really important. And I do think, and this is not me, what I'm about to say here is not me speaking about my own company. This is a broad sort of outlook to a lot of haulage companies out there. They don't give drivers, or they may plan drivers and don't give drivers enough time to rest. Yes, you've got to take your 911s off, but having to park up at a reasonable time at night because of parking issues at services, you park too late, it's hard to get spaces. So then you're forced to park on a lay-by. If you've got cargo on the back, you're then putting the cargo at risk, you're then putting your diesel at higher risk as well, etc, etc. So you really want to get a good night's sleep is the point I'm trying to make. And companies, you know, need to bear that in mind. I do think it needs to be bared in mind. Sometimes jobs are out of your hands. It's not your problem. You could be loading, delivering somewhere, and you just can't help but finish late because it is what it is on site. I don't mind sitting around me, it doesn't faze me one bit, but I still want to get parked up at a reasonable time so I get a good rest and a good sleep. So make sure you get a good sleep, guys. You know, if you're a new driver in this industry, you're thinking about going into tramping, and I know there's a lot of you out there that is thinking about going into tramping. You've just passed your license, you're thinking about going into tramping, you want to go into being a tramper. Not a problem. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Go for it. You'll learn really quickly in this industry. You really will as a tramper. You'll learn quick because you have to. You do have to learn fast. But you need to make sure you get a good night's sleep, because when you're driving long hours on the road, if you haven't got sleep, you end up stopping all the time and trying to have a nap. You put your day further behind because you're so tired. It has a ripple effect on your day. It really does. And it has a ripple effect on your stress levels. It really does. I've been there, done it, got the t-shirt. I still experience it now. So I'm trying to look after myself more, because I know a lot of people, well, a few people should I say, have said I look knackered on videos, I look tired. And I totally agree with you. I really do. So my aim is to try and get a good night's sleep, is to park up earlier. I'm not going to stretch my hours if I don't need to, because it isn't good for me, my rest and recovery. And you know, that's something I'm trying to do for myself, to look after myself. Because if I can't look after myself, I can't do my job to the best of my ability. What use are you to a company then? So sleep is really important. Make sure you get your sleep. I just thought I'd mention that anyway before we get to our job, because it is a very important thing. I missed it out on that, and I thought recovery, sleep, very important. So yeah, anyway, we're 2.6 miles away from our destination. I think I have been to this one before, so I always say it, don't I? I think I've been here before. I never always remember the addresses I've been to unless I get closer. So yeah, we're not far away. I'm not sure I told you it's insulation we're picking up, but yeah, we're taking that to Maidstone tomorrow morning. I may continue this video into the morning, into Maidstone. Not sure yet. Not sure. I wanted to keep this video fairly short, because the whole idea of the video was to do a video in the cab and just talk, or to have a chat with you and share my points or my small little tips that I find work for me whilst I'm driving. I'm chewing gum, by the way. So you get a chance to see me driving, obviously, on these roads in Wales. But I can also give you the tips at the same time, if you like. There's a guy standing there with loads of black on. I don't know what he was up to. Yeah, so that's what I've decided to do. So I hope you're enjoying the video so far. So I'll probably end this video today. It's only a short one, but I will do some more videos as time goes on. I'll do another one this week as well. This video hopefully should be out on either tomorrow, Tuesday, when you're watching this, it'll be Tuesday, or Wednesday at the very latest. Can I get into that services? Do you know what? Get loaded first. I'm not sure if I'll be cutting. No, M4's that way, so I'll be going towards the M4 anyway. I need some supplies. I haven't got any supplies in the fridge. So I need to get some supplies. Busy roundabout. Yeah, I didn't have a chance yesterday to get what I needed from the shop, or from the supermarket, should I say. So unfortunately I have to get my supplies on the road. I need some milk for my tea and coffee, my cereal in the morning. So I need to stop and get some of that when I can. So we'll see how we do. And if I do get some supplies today, I might take you in there with me. Show you what I buy. The rain's coming down now. 2 minutes away. I haven't put this on Google Maps because I think I know where it is. The sat-nav's taken us directly to where we need to be. If it's the one I went to before, I know what I'm doing. So, got to book in at the security gate or security hut or security office. Excuse me, pardon me. If it is the one, I think it is. Once we get around this, it should be just off the roundabout. So, where are we? 4051. We want to get across. I've got a car literally right up my backside. I don't know why he's so close up my backside, but if I brake all of a sudden, you're not going to last very long, are you, Mr. Volkswagen? Stupid. That's what we're dealing with. It won't be me coming out worse. Ah, yeah, I think I have been to this one. I recognise the roundabout. It should be over there. It should be a left into their yard. It's quite a big place. It should be a left. It should be the next left. If I remember rightly, Mr. Bertram's has just come back from there probably. He looks loaded. It should be left here. There should be a sign saying Cynwf. I went past, when I came to this before, I went straight past it and took the wrong turn to come back on myself. It should be left here, which it is, yeah. Here we are. I've been here before. I was here on a very hot summer's day and I was being attacked by flies. Oh, he's been pulled by the police. He's been pulled by the traffic cops. Or traffic cop.
Turn around when possible.
Oh, there's two of them now. There's two police cars there now. Another one's turned up. Huh. He's in trouble. Either speeding or not wearing a seatbelt maybe, or using his mobile phone. Oh, look at the queue. We've got 5 in front of us. Ah. There we go. We could be here a while. Wow. We could be here a while. Last time I came here, I was at the front. This time, I'm at the back. This is a busy site, very busy site. So, engine off. Yeah, this is a very busy site. So, I'm not going to book myself in until I get further forward, I think. We could be here a while. Last time I was here for 2.5 hours before they even load, or 2 hours before the, no it wasn't, it was just under 2 hours before they loaded me. By the time I got out of the place, it was nearly 3 hours, and I finished at like 8 o'clock at night. That was a long day. Luckily enough, it's only 12:30 in the day, so I've got plenty of time to get myself loaded, wait here, get loaded, get on my way. There's another one that's just pulled in behind me. This is a busy place. You book in, you go down, book in on the right, and he tells you where to go. Back on myself, yeah, I've been here before, so it's all insulation I'm getting loaded with, so we'll see how long this takes. Apart from that, there's not really much else I'm going to show you today, so I'm going to end the video here, guys. I know it's not the most exciting video today, but I will do another video this week, which will come out towards the end of the week, or end of the week, working week, or maybe weekend. We'll see. But it all depends on what sort of work I get will dictate on what I record. I'm not going to keep recording the same places. I've only been here twice, but it's insulation. You can see on the front camera. I'll just very quickly show you what we're possibly going to be loading with. I'll just show you. It's this sort of stuff here. You see it? Insulation. So, yeah. Nothing special. Turn the front camera off, actually. We don't need that on now. So it's nothing special. It's a pretty light load. It's not heavy. It's not a heavy load at all. Oh, he's moving forward. Marvellous. It's not a heavy load. So, yeah, we're off to Maidstone tomorrow. I may record Maidstone tomorrow. I might do a separate video in the morning, heading back to Kent, which is my neck of the woods, really. And we'll see how we get on from there. So apart from that, thank you for watching, guys. If this is the first time you've been to this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm on Facebook and Instagram as well, social media. And I sometimes post a few videos on TikTok for a bit of fun as well. So, yeah, apart from that, thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day. Look after yourselves this week. Be safe on the roads. And I'll see you on the next video. Speak to you soon.